So Steve Marcroft, canola pathologist from Horsham. Yeah, I think the first one is about their new canola app, or Blackleg app called Blackleg CM. And the app is really converting the current Blackleg management guide into an interactive app. So the growers can put all their own parameters in there, like their potential yield, their cost of production, etc., and it'll give them an economic return. And then they put all their Blackleg parameters in, like cultivar, the Blackleg rating, resistance group, fungicides used, where their paddock is in relation to canola, wheat canola rotations, that sort of thing. And then it will just basically give them a prediction of how much yield loss they're going to have. And the nice thing with the app then is it's not really prescriptive, it's not us telling them what to do. The farmers then can just play with it. They can say, okay, the app thinks I'm going to get a 20% yield loss. I can change cultivars and see what effect that has. Okay, the yield loss has gone down to 10%, or I can put a fungicide on, the yield loss goes down to 5%. And it works out the economics because it obviously knows that the fungicide costs money, so it works all that out for the farmer. So they can really look at the bottom line. And I think the other nice thing with the app is that from a researcher's perspective, as we learn more, get greater knowledge, we can just put it straight into the app and then the farmers have instantly got it, so it's built in there. So if there's new fungicides or new fungicide timings, new cultivars, new recommendations on standing stubble or lying down and how that affects things, all these parameters can just get built into the app and then the farmers have instantly got it. It's actually already on the App Store and Google Play, etc., but it's will be live, we believe, on February the 28th. So it's GRDC funded, so GRDC funded a number of these apps through DAFWA, now DPIRD, and they've worked with all the national pathology teams to put them together, and Blackleg's the first one that's coming out. Yeah, so one of the issues we've had is with upper canopy Blackleg infection, which we've known about for a few years. This is where instead of our normal crown canker, we're getting flowers infected and pods and stems and branches. And we've only just started doing work on it in the last 2 years. And the thing that's really struck us is that we're getting quite high yield responses to late applications of fungicides. So we've found that the sclerotinia timing, which is around the 30% bloom, is giving some very significant yield responses, and that's really where I guess we're headed. We've got an awful lot to learn about why that's the case, because a lot of cases the actual infection we're seeing in the crops isn't that significant, but the yield response is significant. So we're becoming suspicious now that there's a lot of Blackleg infection occurring inside the plant, inside the vascular tissue, etc., which you don't actually see, which is exactly the same as what happens with normal crown canker. You know, you have to pull the plant open and cut it open with a pair of secateurs to see what's going on inside, and we're suspicious now that may be the case with the branches as well. So we see a real potential there that I think this type of yield loss has probably been occurring for a long time and we've just been totally unaware of it. And it's only now that we've got good use of foliar fungicides, we've done these total control treatments, we've suddenly realised that there's additional yield that we can capture. Yeah, look, I think the key one is, as always, get the current Blackleg management guide, because some of the real common cultivars that people have grown do have reduced Blackleg resistance, so they've got to make sure they know what their Blackleg rating is for that cultivar at the moment. And especially at the moment, canola, lots of people are trying to grow canola, and seed sales we're hearing already running out, so which means some people will be retaining their own seed because they have no other option. And if they bought a cultivar and it had a Blackleg rating in the past, they need to now know what that Blackleg rating is this year, because it may have changed.